I'm gonna have to look that one up. Does kombucha dissolve birth control? Hey guys, my name is Shaaanelle with the A's here on YouTube, one A in real life, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to VLOGMAAS Day 7. It's actually nighttime. It's vlog night. First of all, I know it's only like 24, y'all, but why nobody told me it was VLOGMAAS and not VLOGMAAS? Yeah, I've been putting the S on it, and there's no S at the end of vlog. It's just VLOGMAAS, not VLOGMAAS. Somebody could have said something, because I feel like y'all knew, and just like nobody said anything about it. So anyway, there's a full moon coming up, December 7th, day 7. And with that being, I wanted to kind of show you guys some of the stuff that I got sent to me to prepare for the new year. So we already talked about, I'm opening this box. We already talked about the fact that like I clean up the house for New Year's. Just to go into the new year with a clean space without any clutter. And yes, we are the family that eats black-eyed peas and greens and fried fish and cornbread and all that other stuff that's gonna bring us good luck and good fortune in the new year. Yep, we do that. I can open this box. Dang, what? I paid for insurance. What the heck? Okay, so in 2019, I believe it was 2019. Let me check something I can verify. Yeah, so in 2019, I was introduced to Magic Candles by Melissa Flores. I want to say I found her on YouTube. I was following her on YouTube, but she, yeah, her name is just Melissa Flores on Instagram, and I believe it's just Melissa Flores on YouTube as well. But I found her and I was watching her a while ago, and in one of her videos, she had mentioned that she used a magic candle from House of Intuition, and she talked about it a little bit, and so I decided to check out the website. Melissa Flores also has, she has a jewelry line now. I actually bought some jewelry from her line. It's called Sunday Energy. Yeah, so check that out because she sells really good pieces, really quality pieces too. Okay, so what she featured in her video that caught my eye was this candle. I don't know if it was this exact candle, but she showed one of these candles. This is it's called a magic candle, and you basically use it to attract whatever you need or want. I use these sort of like prayer candles, and I pretty much just pray, meditate on what it is that I want to receive from the particular candle. And I just use it to guide me into what I want, as a way to increase any manifestation that I put out there, and to put some oomph behind it, basically. So I got a few more candles. In 2019, I actually bought a couple of candles to use. I would say that they are pretty effective all the times that I've used them. Just kind of going back and reflecting on things after a couple months after the candles burned out, I've kind of noticed, you know, where that part of my life was elevated a little bit, or where my manifestation either came to fruition or did not come to fruition. And it's also, these candles are also good for learning lessons. So you can like read the wax, basically. If there's wax left over, you can see on what side of the candle the wax is left over, etc., etc. But I won't get into all that. So basically, I use these as prayer candles to kind of guide my path. So 2019, I got some for the year 2020. And basically, I burn them on New Year's, and I use them to set my intentions and to manifest for the entire year. So I've got a money candle here to assist with finances in my household. I have a success candle here to assist with successes. Some of these candles are kind of overlapping in nature. So like money and success, they're kind of like fall into the same category. But the reason why I get separate candles is because I have specific intentions that I want to set, specific goals that I want to reach for the year, for the new year. And so because my goals and intentions are so specific, I buy specific candles for each of them. So success won't really have a lot to do with money. It'll have more to do with like success and goals that I set for the year. The next candle I have is a house blessing candle. I have bought this every year since that year. And I use this to, it says on the candle that you use it to cleanse and purify your sacred space by inviting blessings and divine energy into your home, while also removing energies of past residents and guests visitations. I kind of just use this candle to bless my household in general and the people in my household. Whenever I use this candle and whenever I go through and like I sage the house or something like that, I always jump into this prayer. Like I grew up in a Christian church for the majority of my childhood, and it was one of the Christian churches where like we was like shouting and catching the Holy Ghost and speaking in tongues. It was Kirk Franklin Church. And I always catch myself whenever I'm praying on this type of specific candle, or whenever I'm like saging my house to clear out energy or anything, I always catch myself praying in the same manner that I prayed in the church. Like I'm like, dear God, dear Lord, remove everything in this household that ain't good for my family. Put the pause on them, Jesus. And then at the end, I'd be like, in the name of Jesus, amen. At the end of the prayer. I just be catching myself going back to that style of praying specifically for this, because I don't play about my house. I don't play about the people in my house. I don't play about my family. I don't play about my kids. So I just use that one to bring general types of blessings into the home. And then the last one that I have is abundance. So like I said, again, this one kind of overlaps with the money one in a sense. But abundance can mean an abundance of any kinds of things, an abundance of love, an abundance of joy, happiness, whatever you want an abundance of for that year. It doesn't have to necessarily be connected to material abundance. And you probably don't want it to be connected to material abundance anyway. You want it to be more abundant in those things that maybe either you lack or anything like that. So I like this abundance candle as well. So I'll actually read them to you guys. So I read the house blessing candle, which was to cleanse and purify your sacred space by inviting blessings and divine energy into your home while removing negative energies or removing energies of past residents and guest visitations. I'm actually going to save this candle to burn for the new house because I don't want to burn it on January 1st in the new year, just to be in this house for a couple more months and then move because we're going to be selling it. So I'm actually going to take this with me when we leave so that I can bless our new home and make sure that it's ready to go for us to invite all our brand new energies into it and pop things off. The success one, it says bring stability while promoting growth, confidence, and good fortune. Whether you are embarking on a new career project, seeking a promotion or raise, needing to get out of a tough financial situation, or alleviating the stress of job hunting. So it has to do with like work type things. The money one attracts money, luck, and financial abundance by clearing any blockages one may have in a career or finances to increase cash flow. You can see how they kind of overlap a little bit, but I mean, I'm not going to miss the chance out on some money, so I'm always burn a money candle. And then the abundance one is to fill your mind, body, and spirit up with an influx and overflow of any desires that may seem scarce for you. So again, this is a more personable candle, and you can use this for whatever you need it for. So those are the candles. They also have a bunch of other stuff on their site. Hold on. Yeah. They also have a bunch of other stuff on their website. So if you're interested, I will leave the link in the description box down below if you're interested in that kind of thing, or if you just want to check out what they have and you're just curious. I'll leave it there for you guys so you can check it out, buy some candles for yourself, pray on it, meditate on it, and manifest. Oh, and I found out the flavor for this kombucha, by the way. It's vanilla, allspice, and sweet cacao. It low-key tastes like the Pink Lady apple one. These low-key all kind of taste the same. It got too much ginger in it. They be putting too much ginger. I drank this to take my birth control. I wonder if it dissolved my birth control before it went into my bloodstream. I hope not. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Does kombucha dissolve birth control? Okay, so the second thing that I got to prepare for the new year, spiritually, you don't have to be religious to be spiritual. Look that one up. But the second thing that I got was a planner. So I bought this planner for the first time last year. It's from, it's called Writual, but Ritual with a W. So I bought this little planner. It's a spiral bound planner, and I bought it for the year 2022. I want to say I started it at the beginning of this year. Yeah, I did. Basically, this is just a large planner that has it has daily tarot pulls for you, basically. So this particular planner that I have has a 3-card tarot pull for each and every day. So that you can pull cards either at the beginning of your day or at the end of the day. And just kind of have fun with the tarot. It also has, at the beginning of each month, let me see if I have like a blank month. At the beginning of each month, it also has a place for you to write your intentions, to set your priorities, how you want to feel, what you're feeling inspired by, what you're looking forward to, what you need to let go of, highlights, monthly goals, and weekly action steps. So it helps you basically to stay accountable, which I really like that about this planner. I did not use this planner all year this year. I kind of stopped mid-year because at first I was doing the tarot pulls in the morning before I would start my day. And I think that was kind of, it wasn't really good for me mentally to be doing that, because then I would set expectations for my day, and if it didn't turn out that way, I was just kind of banking on the cards too much. So instead, I plan on using the planner this year as an actual planner, because all I have is a very small little like notebook that I got off Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description box below because I actually really like it. But I have this little planner where I write like my appointments and stuff like that that's coming up, but I don't have an actual planner to keep track of my goals and to focus on things that I want to accomplish throughout the year. And I think it's important, and I really like those pages because I feel like the themes that they set up, like what's important, how do you want to feel this month, and things like that, I think it kind of forces you to think about all the positive things that are going to happen to you that month, or all the positive things that you can expect for that month. So that's what I really liked about this planner and the prompts. But there's so much more to this planner. So for every new moon and for every full moon, there is an area where you can do a pull for yourself, and it has the date. It has a chart in here that has the times as well, so you can know exactly when the full moon or the new moon is going to peak. And then yeah, it has the area for you. And at the beginning of this one in particular, it has a guide that tells you kind of what questions, or it prompts you for what questions you can ask for your pull. So let me see. It has the tarot card cheat sheet. It has just like a yearly calendar for this one's for 2022 and 2023. It has all of the holidays, any little holiday that you can think of, it has in here. It has stuff about astrology in here. There's actually an astrology chart. But then it has little prompts for your pool if you get the 3-day one. Because there's also a 1 card tarot pool book. And I want to say there's just a monthly tarot book. But don't quote me on that. I'll leave the description. I'll leave the link to this planner, where you can get this planner, in the description box. But yeah, so it has prompts in here for questions that you can ask when you do your tarot pool. It has all the information, like I said, on the moon cycles, retrograde dates. It has those in here as well. And then it has all of this astrology stuff in here if you're really into astrology. It also has a guide that tells you how to use this book. So it tells you about the features that are in the planner and how to use those features. Because some of it can be a little complicated, especially in the astrology section, and that's all at the beginning of the book. But it also has in here a page for your year ahead, and I'll show you guys that in the next book because that one's blank. But yeah, so I really was enjoying this planner this year. I really liked using it, and I have a goal for next year to really use this to help guide my actions, to help guide my steps, and to reflect and just kind of grow as a person on everything. Instead of trying to predict what's going to happen, reflect on what actually happened during the day. And these are super good quality. Like, the paper is not cheap in here, and the book itself, like, this is a soft kind of texture. I don't know how to explain it. But it's a softer texture, and it's just really good quality. Like, it's lasted me very well. So for 2023, I got the hardcover one instead of the spiral one. Again, super duper good quality, like yearbook quality, girl. Like, just a good quality book. The design for this year is really gorgeous. Last year's planner, one of the things that I always found that I had to do was I had to flip back and forth. So I would have to go to the front to look at some of the guides that were up there, and then go back to my little tarot, whatever week I was in. I would have to jump back to it. So I noticed that I had to do that a lot. And then in addition to that, for every new moon and full moon, those pages are at the back of the book. But for the new book, she or he, whoever created this book, made a lot of improvements for this year, and I love it. So again, it has the start, how to use this planner. And let me show y'all what I was talking about. So it has the tarot card cheat sheet again, astrology stuff. It has a birth chart wheel in the book so that you can do your birth chart, you know, your little astrology chart. And then on this side, it has where all of your house placements are and everything like that. And then they have links in here that will direct you to where you can get your placements and all of your houses and everything like that for your astrology chart. And it doubles as a coloring book. Like, I love this. I love this thing. It's such good quality. And then, just like in last year's book, this book also has a year ahead. So basically, it's so that you can pull a card for each month of the year to kind of see what you can look forward to for the year, what the theme is going to be for that particular month and stuff like that. So I really like that aspect of the journal, and I still use my planner from last year to kind of look at what my theme is for the month, and what kind of lessons I might be learning that month, or what I can just look forward to in general. Then for the month, it gives you the whole entire month. It gives you a little tracker down here with some check boxes. I actually loved using this. So I would use this to track if I drank water for the day, if I worked out, if I read and stuff like that. I would just write down what the actual goal is over here: drinking water, reading X amount of time or pages, working out. And then it has little boxes for each day of the month. So on the first, did I do it on the first? Yes, I did. And I would check them off like that. So that was really neat. It has the previous month and the last month over here. I don't know if you guys can really see it. But then it has a little space for you to write anything that might be important. And it tells you when the full moon and the new moon is going to be in that month, as well as which sign we are in. And then you'll flip the page and it has what I just showed you guys in the last book. So your intentions, your priorities, how you want to feel, what you're feeling inspired by, what you're looking forward to, what you need to let go of, any highlights, monthly goals, and then weekly action steps to complete those goals. This is a really important page for me, and I'm hoping to use this all year next year to help me complete some of the important goals that I have. And then you can do a pull for your entire month in different categories such as love, finances, health, etc., etc. And then at the end of the month, there's a little section down here where you can do an end of month reflection to kind of just reflect on how your month went. And then it'll go week by week, each page, until you get to the full moon page. So they added this in here. Like I said, in last year's planner, this page was at the back of the book, so you have to flip to the back. But now it's embedded in the book, so you literally just kind of flip and keep going. So I really like that. But it has the little prompts written in for what you would ask for during each of your card pulls. And then it has, because full moons, you know, have aspect of releasing to them. So it has what you're going to release, what you're grateful for, what you're going to forgive, what you're celebrating, and then how you actually are feeling. So yeah, I love this little planner. I'm super excited to use it. I love the colors that they chose. Like, I really like this background and stuff that they chose this year. So that's it for how I plan to prep for the new year. Let me know down below how you guys prep. Do you have any superstitions? Do you eat something specific? Something bit me. Do you eat something specific? Do you set goals? How do you set goals? How do you keep track of your goals? Do you use a planner like I don't know, something like this? Do you plan to use a planner like this? Or do you just keep all your goals in your mind and then just check them off in that little mental space up there? Do you use your iPhone? The note section. Anyways, let me know. And yeah, so that is it for day 7. I just kind of wanted to go over and show you guys how I prep for the new year, some things that I do to prepare for next year's goals, and everything like that. So enjoy your full moon. I'll see you guys tomorrow, day 8.